up, everyone? Welcome back to Filled with Joy. I'm Rebekah Joy, a self-development coach, your favorite motivator, and I'm just so excited to be here with you today, sharing these messages with you. So before we get into today's video, I want to remind you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below. Why? Because I release videos every single week that are life-changing, and I don't want you to miss a video that could literally change everything about your life. So please take a moment, go ahead and subscribe down below. Okay, now that you've done that, let's get into today's video. So I heard that you want to be successful. I just heard through a little birdie that you're really interested in learning how to be successful in your career, successful with money, successful in your relationships, successful just in life in general. So that is what we're gonna get into today. How do I become successful, Rebekah? Well, good thing you're here because I'm gonna tell you. So the first thing that you need to know about being successful, I want you from today moving forward to detach this belief in your mind that in order to be successful, I have to be making a shit ton of money. Now, you could be, but here's the thing. I don't care if you're making $1 million a year or $1 billion a year. If you don't like who you are, you're not successful. You are not successful. It does not matter how much money you are making. If you don't genuinely love who you are, the life that you're living, and what you're giving to people, you're not successful. Again, I don't care how much money you're making. That's just not what it means to be successful. You need to know 3 things in order to be successful. Do I like who I am? Okay, that's the first thing. Do I like what I do? That's the second thing. And the third thing is, do I like how I do things? Okay? If you are saying no to each of those 3 things, but you just so happen to be making a lot of money, you are not successful, okay? So today in this video, we're talking about how do I genuinely become successful? So let's break it down. The first step here, do I like who I am? Seriously, when you get up in the morning, do you like who you are as a person? When you're standing in front of the mirror, do you like how you're dressing? Do you like how you're talking to yourself? Do you like the books that you're reading? Do you like the media that you're engaging with? Do you like who you are? Your personality, your character, your value system, what you believe in. Do you like that? Okay, I want you to genuinely start to ask yourself this question every single day. If you woke up every morning and you're like, Rebekah asked me to ask myself, do I like myself? Okay? You have to think about this, because if you don't like yourself, it's so hard for you to, 1, attract the people and attract the opportunities and the things that you genuinely want in your life if you don't like who you are. I took my entire 20s literally to become so obsessed with who I am as a person that I can now sit here and say, I am successful, okay? I'm on my way to making a lot of money, and I can sit here and proudly say that I'm successful because I can say yes to these 3 things. I like who I am, I like what I do, and I like how I do things. So let's get into the second question. Do you like what you do? Genuinely, do you like what you do? If you're sitting here and you're like, well, I hate my job, but I make a lot of money, are you successful then? No, you're not. You're not, okay? Because you have to like what you do. Seriously, think about all the things that you do throughout the day. How you do your workouts, okay? How you show up at your job. What is it that you're doing all day, every single day, and do you genuinely like it? And the third question kind of goes along with the second one is, do you like how you do things, okay? Because if we sit back and we think, okay, I'm Rebekah, this is who I am, do I like who I am? Yes, okay, this is Rebekah, do I like what I do? Yes, I love being a leader, I love being a teacher, I love being a coach, I love being a guide, I love being a mentor, I love being an inspiration for other people. I love that, okay? So I got those 2 quadrants down, okay? Honey, we got them down. The third thing is, do I like how I do things? Yes, I love how I do things. I love how I take care of myself. I love that every week I make a batch of fresh green juices because it makes me feel so damn good. I love how much I love to take care of myself. I love that I prioritize health and wellness because to me, health is wealth, okay? I love my workouts. I love that I'm a gym baddie. I also love that I'm a Pilates princess. okay? I love how much I love spirituality. I love how I treat my family and how I treat my friends and how nurturing of a coach I am. I love all of the little things that I do. So you have to think about the little tiny things that you do every single day. If you hate that you just constantly scroll on social media all day, every day, and you wake up late every day, and you skip your workouts, and you hate your job and all these things, but you know what? I'm making 6 figures, so I'm successful. Again, we've now learned in this video that you're not, okay? Because, again, let's go back to these 3 principles. Do I like who I am? Do I like what I do? Do I like how I do it? And if you cannot say yes genuinely to all those 3 things, that's fine. Let's take a pause. Take a pause in our life right now and start to ask ourselves these hard questions. Because if you stop and you actually take the time to acknowledge these things, you are going to inevitably become successful. Because I promise you, there's going to be something, it's like a turning point in your mind. You're like, oh shit, okay, well, I guess that I've been living life this one way, and even though it's served me in one way, maybe that way that it's serving you is I'm making a shit ton of money, but my health sucks. And I really want to be with someone, but for some reason I just can't attract someone, or I'm hanging around people that I don't even like, or I'm spending all of my money on trips and alcohol and this and that. It's like, it's okay to take a moment and to stop so that you can recalibrate, realign, reinvest your energy so that you can actually become a successful person that genuinely loves who you are, how you do things, and what you do. That is success. Now, I also want you to think about, in order to be successful, a lot of people think it's strategy. We have to work harder. We have to give more. We have to do more. Yes, we are all here to give, okay? That's a non-negotiable. Of course we are. But it's less about strategy and less about just doing more, okay, and producing more. And it's more so about, how can I thrive more? How can I more so be in alignment with myself, with my energy? So I want you to think about, what do you need to thrive? Okay, because when you thrive in life, you're not just surviving, you're literally thriving, you're radiating, you're glowing. You walk into a room and people turn their heads and they're like, who's that? Listen, it happens to me all day, every day, okay? I walk into a room, I command the energy of the room, because I find myself to be successful. I know that I'm radiant. I know that I turn heads. I know that people listen to me. It is because of my energy, because I'm in alignment and I'm able to thrive. Therefore, I am successful. So think about what you need to thrive. Okay, now foundationally, we all pretty much need the same things, right? We need sleep. We need rest. We need nourishment, whether that comes from food or people. We need water that's not contaminated with nasty shit. We need the sun. We need nature. Like, we need laughter. We need joy. We need these foundational principles and foundational things, right? But I want you to think individually, what do you need in order to thrive? Think about times in your life when you genuinely felt like, I was thriving, like I was living my best life. What were you doing and what do you need? And it's going to differ from person to person. I know when I need to thrive. I know that I need my workouts. I need to be in the gym or at a Pilates class or at hot yoga or doing something pretty damn often. I know that I need to take my walks, because when I take my walks, I'm able to connect to a higher power. I'm able to connect to God. I'm able to get out of my head. I need to be in nature. I need to be immersed in this powerful energy that just gives me this expansiveness of life. I need the sun, I need the ocean, I need good friends, I need laughter, I need joy. I need to be in beautiful spaces, and I need to be around money, because being around money allows me to feel powerful, allows me to feel like my highest, best self. So after you watch this video, I want you to sit down and I want you to first write out those 3 questions, those successful identity questions. Okay, you're gonna write those down. Next, you're gonna write down, what do I need to thrive? Okay, and we're gonna make lists here, okay? Am I getting all of these things currently that I need to thrive? And then also a list that says, you know what, I need this to thrive, but I'm actually not getting this right now. This is great. We love a list. We love a pros and a cons list. We love whatever it is, okay? Because you're creating recognition around, this is what I currently have and this is what I need, okay? Unfortunately, in the manifestation spiritual world, a lot of people think that if you need things, you're desperate. And when you're desperate, you can't create. There's lack, okay? Now, with desperation comes this energy of like, well, if I don't have this, then I'm not worthy. Or if I don't have this, then I'm not safe. It's like, if I don't get this, then I'm this way, in a negative way. Okay, so we don't want to think of need in the desperation lack way. We want to think of an empowered need, okay? An empowered need is, universe, God, this is what Rebekah needs in order to thrive, okay? I'm aware of it, I'm certain that this is what I need, and I'm making the conscious decision to announce to the universe, this is what I need in order to thrive. So if I'm not currently getting that, how can we bring that into my orbit? How can we work together, because we're always in partnership with the universe. If you don't think that you are, you need to go touch a damn tree. You need to do some grounding, because you are, okay? I don't even want to go there, okay? But you are always in collaboration with the universe. So you're gonna talk to the universe. You're gonna say, listen, I have decided, or I know this is when I need to thrive. And I'm not thriving right now because I'm not getting that. So you need to become clear. This is when we can really create this practice of clarity around being decisive and understanding what is it that I need and what is it that I don't need. Because when you're making this list, you may come across several things, several activities, several people even that do not contribute to you when you're successful, to you when you're thriving, to you when you're in alignment and you're living your best freaking life. And you know what? That's sometimes hard to pull the plug. But do you want to thrive? Do you want to be successful? If not, okay, it's not my problem. I sure as hell want to thrive. I want to be successful. I want to live an aligned life and be the most abundant, prosperous, wealthy, joyful, all the good things. I want to be that. Why would you not want to be that? You came here to watch this video because you want to thrive, you want to live in alignment, and you want to be successful. So, again, after you watch this video, you're gonna sit down, you're gonna sit your ass down, you're gonna turn off Netflix, you're gonna say, hey guys, sorry, I can't go out tonight because I'm changing my life. I'm changing my life. Get it together. It's time that you start seeing yourself as the prosperous, abundant, magnificent person that you are. You can have it all, but you need to know what it is that makes you successful. You need to genuinely start to love who you are as a person, even when you're healing, even when you're growing, even when shit is hitting the fan and you don't know what's happening in your life, you can still love yourself, you can still feel successful. Because guess what? You have to feel that way, you have to become that way before you're actually successful. It doesn't work the other way around, honey. No, it does not work that way. And I know that you want to thrive. I want you to thrive. Even if you're like, Rebekah, I want to thrive so badly. I want to be successful. I don't just want to feel successful, but I want to be successful. Listen, I hear you. I want this for you. You can attain this, but you have to ask yourself these hard questions. You have to start changing shit up, okay? Because if you aren't feeling this way right now, guess what? That can change. We always have the ability to change. So I want you to be successful. I want you to be the magnificent, abundant, prosperous person that you are, and I really, really want you to thrive. So thank you for watching today's video. I also wanted to mention that I am opening up some spots for coaching. So if you are interested in working with me in either a 3-month or 6-month container, I will leave all the information down below. I always also have one-on-one personalized sessions. So if you're just looking to spend some time with me, up-level your life in every single way, I will leave all of the information down below. Have the best week ahead. I am rooting for you. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you being here, and I will see you in the next video.